friends, it's Lyssa. Welcome to Live with Lyssa from Embellish Studios in Watertown, Wisconsin. I'm delighted that you're here today to make a card along with me. So today's going to be fun. I've got a brand new bundle to show you, and it is part of the Stampin' Up! Spring catalog. So the one that has the big ice cream cone on the cover, and it's on page 41. It's called Nature's Sweetness, and it's a whole suite of products. Beautiful, beautiful papers, 2 different sets of stamp sets and dies, fun accessories. And today I'm going to focus on the Notes of Nature bundle. So I chose not to get both sets that coordinate with this, but I chose to get one bundle and the paper. So, and of course all the lovely embellishments, because, you know, embellishing is my jam. So thanks for joining me today to talk about this bundle. So I've made quite a lot of cards with it because it's my featured sweet sampler for the month. So if you don't know what a sweet sampler is, go to embellishwithlyssa.com and prepare to be delighted. Prepare to whip out your credit card. You're going to love it. So what I do for the sweet sampler is give them 10 to 12 cards and 7 to 9 scrapbook pages, all with the same exact suite every month, so that people really get their bang for their buck when they order that from that collection. So this was the collection with the Nature Sweetness paper. So the paper was the focus of our sweet sampler, and these are the cards that I made. So super pretty, huh? Love that. That's just colored and cut right from the paper, and the metallic that is on all these pages that you're seeing sparkle there is gold. So we've got gold spatter, we've got gold drawing, we've got gold paper here. Very cool. So here's another one where I actually colored right on the paper. It looks like, let me see if I have any of it. I don't have any left because I have really made the best use of this suite. But anyway, the design is in gold on white, and I colored it there. Ever seen a brown butterfly before? Well, now you have. Here's another one I cut from the paper and colored, and then used the coordinating die set to make these accent leaves there. This is also paper from the set. Here, this one shows off the paper really well. So you can see the gleam of gold leaves, gold handwriting, like a gold grid background. Very cool. And this one's just perfect for these little brass butterflies. They are gold, and there's 2 different sizes, and they're just super cute for embellishing this type of card. Oh, excuse me. Didn't see that one coming. And then I also use brush metallic dots on several of these. So love that one. Then it has some cool paper. Let me grab a piece of that. This is all I have left of it. So this is half of a 6x6. It has some cool pre-printed focal points, which turn out to be very fun, cut and used on cards or used whole on scrapbook pages. So that was a fun one. And I love adding a little bit of wild wheat in there with the gold. Just really makes it look like an old gold. So here's some designs stamped in die cut, some die cuts, some cut from the paper. Just fancy, all over the place. So this is very much like a collage-y stamp set, where the more you layer on, the better it looks. So have fun cutting out a lot of different pieces to layer on. Love that paper. Isn't that pretty? This would make the most gorgeous 50th anniversary card, is what I was thinking. And the 2 little butterflies. Happy and dancing. Super fun. And I'm still using the die cut butterflies from the Perennial Lavender suite. I've been using them on everything because they're white, so they go with all sorts of stuff. And of course you can color them, you can stamp them, you can spritz them, you can marker them, you could sponge them, but they do look just really cool being plain old white too, don't they? Hoping for better days ahead. That's a good one. And here's another one of the butterflies, sponged in smoky slate. So the colors for this paper set are Pebbled Path, Smoky Slate, Distressed Gold, the new Pecan Pie. I also used Early Espresso, little basic gray. And then I think it tends to look good with light greens with a little bit of blue in them, as opposed to maybe the bright greens with a little yellow in them. Up to you. Up to you. You can see the difference there. Anyway, so much fun. I had so much fun. And then at our last stamp camp, I shared how to make this fun double card, where it's got a card with the pattern paper inside. And in this case, I took the pattern paper and sponged it, or did the blending brush. That's what it was. I blended brushes. I stamped on it. And I added a little highlight to the flowers. So really gussied it up. And then you get, of course, the pattern on the inside too, because all of our paper is double-sided. So you make a small card that fits inside a big card that has a big window cut out of the front. And then you get to decorate the front of the card, the middle of the card, and the inside of the card. So super fun. And again, just another sample of what you can do with the Nature's Sweetness Suite. So let's make something today, shall we? I decided to tackle one of these pre-designed focal point elements because I think those would be the trickiest part of the paper, right? You will know what to do with these fabulous full sheets of, you know, vintage handwriting embossed in gold, right? You'll know how to use those. But I thought these might be a little trickier. Maybe it would be fun to make a card with that. So we're going to make this one. Oh yeah, I was going to say the images are vanilla beans for one. Grab the paper. So Nature's Sweetness is the theme, right? So we have almonds, almond blossoms there, cacao pods making chocolate, and vanilla beans. So that's where the title came from, Nature's Sweetness. So we're going to use the vanilla bean. And first I'm just going to do a little coloring on it just to bring out the design because it's kind of flat and lifeless. So I'm going to take a light peach color, petal pink, one of the light skin tones might work, and just add some dimension to the flower. A little bit of color to the berries there. I have no idea if that's what color they are in real life, but it just needed a little something, right? And then same thing with the creases in the petal are just getting a little bit of light crumb cake. So light petal pink, light crumb cake, light soft seafoam would work. I'm trying to think of other really light colors. Basically, you just want some accent. It looks better already, doesn't it? It just looks more alive already. And then, this is fun. I'm going in with a pecan pie color and adding a little shadow to the beans so that they look like they are layered on top of that circle. Ooh, that was a lot there. Okay. And then here's a trick for you. If you don't want to go outlining all of the flower, just go in and put a little dot of color in where the petals meet. And that'll help them stand out without you having to laboriously line the whole flower. So yeah, just little dots in there where they meet. You can see that it's popping out already. And then I'm gonna, ooh, this is gonna be really dark for now, but it will blend. I am going around with a very light crumb cake color. And as soon as it dries, it's not going to be anywhere near as harsh as that, I promise. If you get too much, though, just grab the blank color lifter marker. And you can always smear that around. And all that does is add more alcohol to the mix. These are alcohol-based markers, so they need alcohol in order to blend. They need to be damp, wet, in order to blend. So that just adds a bunch more alcohol to the mixture to spread that color out a little bit further. And then I'm going to take, what is this color? SU 100. So I believe it's our darkest skin tone. I believe they're called natural tones. And that is just a beautiful dark brown that I want for my vanilla beans. If you've ever seen a vanilla bean in real life, it's practically black. It's all shriveled up. At least the ones you see by the time they get to us in the grocery store, right? I guess I don't know what they look like when they're still on the vine. And I'm just going to take my time because it'll be really obvious on this one if I am coloring out of the lines. So I'm using the smaller tip on the end of my marker. And trying not to hurry, even though I tend to hurry when I stamp. Especially if I'm on camera. All right, and we got a little bit here between the leaves. So pretty. All right, are we ready? Let's do this. So now we're going to hand cut. We're going to hand cut. Make sure you have really good scissors, like Stampin' Up paper snips. Cutter bee makes a nice pair too. And then we're going to cut around the circle. As close as you can get it without actually cutting into the circle. You can do so much with just this paper, even if you don't decide to spring for the coordinating stamp sets. Do get a package of this paper because you're going to absolutely love the foil patterns for one thing. And then for another, if you don't mind hand cutting, the paper has plenty of elements that you can use for the focal points of your card. And you won't feel the lack of a stamp set at all. And then you can just use your other greeting stamps to finish off your card. This one does have some good greetings though. I really like this one. Today is all about you. Happy birthday. And the one we're going to use today says just a little note to say hello. So those are nice. But like I said, if you're trying to save some money, just get the paper and you will be cheerfully creating for a long time to come. Okay, now I purposefully left some white around here so I can show you a tip. If you wind up with white, the cool thing about Stampin' Up's color coordination is you can just go in with the, is this the right color? Nope, soft swing. It's an old color. I pulled out, what am I doing here? Bronze. Okay, pecan pie. We finally found it. I pulled out copper clay instead of pecan pie. So you can just go around with the matching marker and wipe out that white. And then it looks like you did a much better cutting job than you actually did. Cool beans. Cool vanilla beans. Fun. All right. There, so now it looks like you did perfect hand cutting, even though if you're me, there's no way you did perfect hand cutting because you just don't do perfect, right? All right. I'm super excited today because I just checked in for my flight to leave for the Stampin' Up conference in Houston, Texas. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. It has been way too long. I have missed 2 conferences due to the school schedule, and I'm just so excited that I get to go to this one. I hate missing anything Stampin' Up puts on because they put on such a good party. All right, so I stamped my greeting on a little die cut saying that die cut doesn't come with a set, but it's just a simple sentiment strip there. The base color I'm using is Pecan Pie, so that's the same color as our circle. And then I actually ran out of this fun newsprint. It's like a gold spattered newsprint. And I used that up first because I am crazy about newsprint, so I don't have any more of that paper left. But I did have one of the other patterns, and it's killing me to glue down this gold side. But it's very similar. It has handwriting, it has spatter, so I am going to use that piece. Here we go. Goes against my grain, gluing down gold. That's okay. Oh, and I cut it too big. All right, hang on before I glue it down. This could get messy, folks. It's supposed to be 3.5 inches wide. Yeah, now I got glue. So that you have a nice pecan border on either side. That was just not good. I'm going to have to trim the bottom here too because it's a little bit short. That's why it's an art, not a science. At least for me anyway. Okay. So, and I do miss the gold spatter that I had on this paper, so I'm going to go in with the spatter stamp, which is included in the Notes of Nature stamp set. A really nice inky splatter. And I'm going to go in and add more of that at upper right and lower left of my card. All right, let me see how that's going to work. Okay, the other thing I did to kind of customize the background was stamp directly on. And I have to grab this stamp because I have it set aside for a different project, but we're going to stamp directly on the pattern paper itself with one of the stamps from the set. A leaf here and here. And so when we put our focal point piece in the middle, it will look like all one design there. Okay, I think we're ready to put this down. Let's do it. Dimensionals. Oh, look at the back side. That's one thing I should mention. Whenever you're working with blends, markers, Stampin' Blends, make sure to protect your surface, either with a glass or tile or a paper, because the markers do bleed right on through. So lovely, lovely back side there of our focal point. I don't worry about it anymore because I got this nifty black or glass mat, and that is a fun thing that was available from Stampin' Up for a very short while. We are hoping that it will become a main product soon, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you informed on that. Ah, so cute. Okay, so we've got our focal point down. I'm going to add a little bit of twine. So I'm going to tie a big loose bow. And that's going to get tucked down here alongside the vanilla beans with a mini glue dot. And then partially covered with our sentiment. There we go. Ah, so cute. Then let's see. Here's my tweezers. I'm going to put one gold embellishment right there. What else do we need? Oh, the fun part. Okay. This set of matching dies has all sorts of cool pieces, not only pieces that will cut out the images from the set, but also pieces that stand alone on their own. And this is my favorite. Isn't it cool? You can see where that would be so handy to have on all types of cards. So I've got some of these die cut from distressed gold paper in advance. If you're trying to choose a metallic, get the distressed gold. You will absolutely love it. It goes with everything. So pretty. Okay, and I'm going to tuck it behind there and seal it down with a little glue dot. I could get one under there. Ah, so pretty. Doesn't that just make the card? I mean, it was fine before, but that just makes it. And then look at how tiny this one is. So small. You can tuck it anywhere and it will bring a little bit of bling. Tuck it here behind my ribbon. And this one, same type of branch, only a little bit longer. A little bit more impact. We'll tuck that one in there too. Oh, so fun. I really, really like those 4 little dies that come in this set. Those have already been used like crazy here. So great for using up scraps too, and tiny little pieces of your specialty papers that would otherwise get thrown away. Because think of, you can even use, you know, scraps as small as that. That's pretty amazing. Okay. Oh, it's funny how different they look just with the paper difference. And it looks like I grabbed a different marker here for that part. I like the peachy a little better than the pinky. Let's see if adding a little more peach. Oh, yeah, that helped. There we go. That got rid of the pink tone and took it back to peach. There we go. So that is our Nature's Sweetness collection. And all of the gorgeous things that can be done with it. And this didn't even hardly take me any time at all because everything's so coordinated. And you could just work with the inks and things that were already out. The dies work really well with the stamp set. And I just had a blast with this. So I hope I've given you a reason to look at Nature's Sweetness. Again, it's in the Spring Mini Catalog on page 43, and if you get the bundle with the stamp set and the dies, it's 10% off. So instead of 52, it'd be 46. Love that. And if you're on a budget, you could just go for the paper pack. You will not be disappointed in the paper pack, and that is a specialty paper pack, so it's $16.50, and you'll have everything you could want to play with this set. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you're interested in buying Stampin' Up from me, it's lyssa.stampinup.net, and my blog is embellishwithlyssa.com. And I am off to convention now, but I would be happy to answer any questions when I get back. Just drop me a Facebook message and we'll take care of getting you a catalog and getting you in the loop. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.